It's an emergency response team that agreed to manage the quarantine of 5,000 overseas Australians. Now that milestone's been met, and the team's preparing to hand over control of Howard Springs to the NT government. And while the team is leaving, they say their stringent standards will remain.
We will ensure that those particular standards are met, transferred, our lessons learned transferred, and any new skills or opportunities to improve on what we've been doing are actually addressed as well.
The NT government is preparing to hire hundreds of new workers to staff an expanded facility, which will soon cater for 1,000 arrivals each week.
The expansion is happening very quickly, over 2 months. That's not much time to train people up with the appropriate infection control measures required to work at a facility like this.
After a surprise government announcement on Friday, authorities are now reassuring Territorians the expansion will be done slowly and safely.
Now that could go over a period of months. We're not suggesting for one moment that it's going to precipitously happen overnight, but there are working groups, a whole series of initiatives in place to actually facilitate this happening and happening in a safe and orderly fashion.
While AUSMAT will oversee the training of new staff, the government is responsible for finding them in the middle of a global pandemic.
Everyone who is or was a health worker is pretty much tied up at the moment, whether it be with the current responses being led by the other states with regards to the hotel quarantine or the vaccination rollout. Even without the pandemic, it would be a very ambitious task. We wouldn't be certain how the government could pull that off.
The government is yet to outline what form the recruitment drive will take or whether incentives will be offered to lure workers from interstate.
I find it difficult to believe that many health workers would be willing to relocate from, say, Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney or Queensland to Darwin for the purposes of staffing Howard Springs without getting something above and beyond what they're currently getting.
In terms of getting people here, people want to come because they see that experience is going to be phenomenal.
A phenomenal test of a massive quarantine effort. Nicholas Hines, ABC News, Darwin.